In our last session, we read the following letter.
Dear Greg, I've been married for 8 years. I thought we were pretty happy. We didn't quarrel much or anything, but 2 weeks ago my husband came to me and said he wanted a divorce. I think there's another woman involved, but he denies that. He says he's just tired of our marriage and wants to move on with his life. After spending my whole adult life on him and giving him 3 children, the coward actually said, I need my space. I can't believe he could say that. What can I do to stop this from happening? Does he not understand what this will do to me and to the children?
In our last session, I explained that your husband's unhappiness has much less to do with you than it does with the inevitable disappointment that happens when the initial excitement of imitation love wears off. The lack of real love in his life has probably been there since childhood. Then he met you and expected you to make him happy. And for a while, you both thought you could make him happy. With enough flattery, sex, power, and whatever, life can seem pretty darn good. But when that was gone, he was left with the same old emptiness that had plagued him for a lifetime. So now, why is he divorcing you? Because he thinks he can find happiness somewhere else. Now, he doesn't think about this consciously, but he thinks he can find a source of imitation love somewhere else that will make him happy, just like you once made him happy. It hasn't even occurred to him that the happiness almost certainly won't be genuine and won't last. Does he have another woman in his life? You know, that's not really even an important question. Really, it's not. And if you get fixated on that question, you'll just get distracted from what matters. The real problem is not another woman or what he's doing to you or anything else. It's always about real love. And that is what he needs. Now that brings up a question. Have you failed to give him the real love he needs? Yes, probably. And only because you didn't have it to give either. Neither of you did. So don't waste time and tears feeling guilty about that. Instead, let's move on to a working, meaningful solution. Beating yourself up or beating him up over this just isn't going to help anybody. Now that you understand the problem, we need to address something you said. You said, what can I do to stop this from happening? It's critical that you understand that the only person you get to change here is you. You do not get to control him, no matter how badly his decisions affect you or the children. A relationship is the natural result of people making independent choices. You make yours, and he makes his. And the relationship is a natural result of those choices. That means that your goal here cannot be to save your marriage. I know that seems strange, but it's important to understand. If your goal is to save your marriage, you will unavoidably try to control him, and that will go poorly. Your goal is to learn how to make some better choices in your own life, and then maybe, those choices will make a difference in your relationship with your husband. So what's the next step with your husband? Let's talk about that in our next session.